Well, hello there. My name is Deb, and I'm the general manager. And thank you, folks, for listening to the You Need to Know program. Today I have a guest from the Midcoast area by the name of Laura. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you very much for having me.
No problem. And did I pronounce your first name correctly?
You did. It's a family name. Came from my grandmother's sister, so yes.
Sweet. And it's spelled L-U-R-A, which is a little bit different. That's why I wanted to make sure.
Correct. If anybody's familiar with the Thomaston area, the Laura Libby School, that was my grandmother's sister, and I was named after her.
Sweet. So, oh, that's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell us, who are you?
I am Laura Robinson, and I am the board president for Midcoast Recovery Coalition. I do also volunteer as their controller, bookkeeper, social media person, overseer of the houses, and the managers of the houses. So I'm pretty involved with all the residents and the managers of the houses. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Now, you're a born-again Christian. Is this a Christian type of business?
It is not. However, we do really offer to take them to church. Most all of them go. I will swing by a lot of time and pick them up. And also, my church, Resurrection Church, has become one of our donors. They donate 10% of all of our tithes and offering monthly to the organization, to the houses. So we've kind of partnered up with them. We will be having a spring benefit with the both of us together. So we're bringing in the Lord to them, and I do not know of anybody in recovery that does not credit God for it. So, yeah.
Well, what is the Midcoast Recovery Coalition?
It is, we have 2 recovery houses, one in Camden, Alyssa's house for women, and one in Rockland, the Friends House for men. We're a level 2 housing certified by MAR, which is Maine Association of Recovery Residences. We have 10 beds at Alyssa's house, and there's 11 at the Friends House in Rockland for men, with a 12th coming. We've had the guys fixing up one of the bedrooms so that we can house more men in there. So they come in. We require them to go to meetings, to work on their recovery as much as they can. We follow them. We do anything they need. We supply to them their different options that they have. We like them to have a little bit of sobriety under their belt first, because we're kind of like the last stop before they go out on their own. Mm-hmm. So we've had some people stay a year. We've had some people stay a couple years. Some people are ready after 3 or 4 months. So it's an individual thing. We're all self-pay, so we depend on grants, donations, and then they contribute to the financial obligations of the house. So they all are required to go out and work, and if they don't work, they volunteer. So we do have a little bit of scholarship money available for those that can't find a job for some reason, or something comes up that they don't have the money. So,
wow. So you have one in Camden. About where is it located there?
It's on 63 Washington Street in Camden.
Okay. And then where's the one in Rockland?
On Brewster Street, right on the corner of Brewster Street.
All right. Just in case anybody wanted to go by and see what it looks like.
Yeah, and we do have our website, midcoastrecovery.org, with all the information on there. There's an application right there. We get a lot of referrals now a lot of times from the prison, from the Bulldog unit. People guys are coming out and needing to have a place to stay to keep their sobriety for a little bit. So we take referrals from all over. I've gotten to know a couple of people that are in the Recovery Network. Ryan Page is in Recovery Network, and then a couple of the houses around. So we all kind of work together trying to find places. And if we can't house the person for one reason or other, maybe it's not a real good fit for them, we do supply them with other places and we try to find them another place to stay if we get a referral that we can't necessarily handle as far as that goes. So we do try to find them another place to go.
Okay, so you have a bed, they come in, and you give them a room for their own. What is their day typically like?
Typically, they have, most of the rooms are doubles. We found that if you have a double, that it kind of watch out for each other, and it works better than having a single, actually. So they get up, they have room checks. The managers check their rooms for neatness, anything that's not supposed to be there, that kind of thing. They have their breakfast. Most of them are working, so they go to their jobs. We have a whiteboard that they write on as to where they're going, how long they're going to be gone. If they're not working, a lot of them will go to meetings or doctor's appointments or things, and then they have household chores that they do, just like living in a dorm. They have, the kitchen, the vacuuming, the dusting, whatever. So, and then they have reviews with the managers. They have UA tests, which is testing their urine for any substances that aren't supposed to be there. So kind of keep watch and talk with them and, just make sure their plan is in effect. They have a plan when they come in, and then we just kind of watch them and make sure that it's going as they planned. So to get them going on their own.
That's really quite a busy day for them.
Yeah. Well, they have to get used to being in the real world.
True.
So, a lot of them have been just living day to day, wanting to get their fix, living a lot of times in a tent or on a bench or something like that. And, we try to get them ready for what they're going to face. There's problems and things that they're going to have to face out in the real world, and we try to cope with that with them so that they're not turning back to the drugs that got them there to begin with. And we're always available by phone call. The managers and myself get phone calls all the time. Somebody wants to talk or somebody wants information or something. So the three of us work very well together as far as answering any questions and having the same goal in mind for all of our residents.
Now, here's a question that I'm sure you can answer. Is it wheelchair accessible?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is. Yep, it is.
Yeah, that's very much needed on some people.
Actually, the house in Camden, Alyssa's house, which was actually dedicated and named after one of our residents that lost her battle, and I'm going to get choked up with this one, she slipped up and actually overdosed after she was there. So she had gone to Portland to see her twins that were born and got in and slipped up and overdosed. So, but she, while she was at the house, really comforted a lot of people and really helped a lot of people while she was there. So we did name it after her, which is a little bit controversial at times, but this just shows that you can be helped, but you can slip up as well. So, yeah. But the house in Camden used to be an old folks' home for old folks way back. We bought it from them, and I can't remember the name of it, but there's ramps and everything right there that used to be for the elderly that live there. So, yep, it's all handicapped accessible. And the men's house isn't so much. You'd have to get, up, and we did try to make the downstairs bathroom accessible, but we don't have any bedrooms downstairs. So the women's house is that we could arrange to have a bedroom downstairs if needed, and that is, but the men's house really isn't at this time.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
One question I have for you is actually, why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? First of all, I believe God has led me down this road. I have a granddaughter that is an addict. We've fought that for probably 17, 18 years now. She is in recovery because she's in prison. So that if I didn't have so much knowledge and insight with her, I would not have done this. So God, I believe, shows us things which sometimes we think is very bad, but it's for the good. Because if I hadn't seen that, I wouldn't be as caring of a person as I am now, and I wouldn't be as dedicated to help others that are having problems with addiction or that. So, and God has led me to Resurrection Church as well, which have 3/4 of the congregation, I would say, is in recovery and knows about recovery and has had family members in recovery. So I think the two, God just kind of pushed the two together with me, and I'm where I'm supposed to be. So, yeah.
Well, you have a passion for this.
I do. I have a very big, big passion for it. So, yes.
I think that's fantastic. It's needed on the East Coast area, and Camden Rockland is basically partway there and not too far, and you're doing a great job according to what I can see already.
Well, I'm hoping, if I can help one or two people in my lifetime stay sober, which I already have, I glow. It just fills my heart when I see these success stories. So, yeah.
It is. That's awesome. Well, we have about a minute left. Is there anything that we did not talk about that you want to mention?
I can't think of anything, but please, if anybody knows anybody that needs help, please reach out to us, www.midcoastrecovery.org. We're there to talk. We're there to find an answer and try to help. But just remember, until they want help, we're not going to be able to help them. So you just got to do a lot of praying that they finally realize they need the help that they do. So
now, it may sound kind of funny, but if a person doesn't have a computer, is there a phone number they can call?
Yes, 207-701-1182.
Okay, so there's midcoastrecovery.org is a website that they can go on for those that have the computers and look it up and reach out to you that way, or by phone, and that number is 207-701-1182.
Right, or you can call me, 207-542-8874. I don't mind at all. So.
All right, 207-542-8874. Laura, this has been fantastic. I mean,
thank you so much for having me on.
No, I thank you for willing to come on, and I pray that this helps somebody along the area, Midcoast area, wherever, that it will help.
Right, exactly. Thank you, Deb, so much, and God bless everybody.
Yes, God bless you too. Thank you.
Thanks.